to watch for the jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Cooking up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cooking up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken very short. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Check 55, come on. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Demario Davis racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Exit. 12. Check 99. Check 99.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Tie it right. 4 down. Check. 11. It's out. Hey, Delta. 24 is the mic. Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this out past the 25.
Let's go.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because Nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
11. Come on, get set. Smooth. 54, right, 54. You ain't got nothing.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Breeze going to throw. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there. $26 yards. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Ricky. Check.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Hey, easy. Check. Buzz. Here we go. Ready, catch.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On play action, it's Breeze. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And the 49er first
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Thirteen. 27, Mike, 27. Watch the flag, Flag.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Here we go,
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, one, Omaha. Hey, Charlie. Watch the pass. Here we go. 24 is the mic. 12, fellas, here we go. We want it.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
13.
Play action. Breeze. And Cook has it left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Kill. Hey, I said.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready. Pull together. 36. Hey, kill.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Check. Watch the defense. Hey, Haywood. Ready, check.
Now Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Black 80! You don't want 21. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction.
Here we go.
The Saints get to him behind the line again. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
55, Mike. 21. Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
On second and goal. Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56. I got one.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Kamara trying again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
It's now third and goal.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 2 kills.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. 14, Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
49ers.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check it. 2.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 11. 24 is the mic. Target. Hey, over.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
11. 12. 55.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Garoppolo now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Tight end's right. We got 4. 24 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you 21. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Coleman. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Breeze. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Over. Check 3. 5-9.
Breeze now. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, easy. Right there.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 49-yard line.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Here we go. Go. Hey, 1 set, 1 2 kill. get nervous. Go, go.
To throw is Breeze. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a complete pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Ready. Yellow lady. Mike 54. Red.
Toss play, Camara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Alpha. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's make these babies.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get free.
You sound like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Double dog. That's the way. Sponge. 65. 55. 55, Mark, 55. And we got to get, hey, Foxtrot. Let's keep moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Camara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Opposite.
On second and 12, Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
For the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Saints have taken the lead. Looks good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
White. Hey, wahoo!
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And down he'll go at the 25.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Ginn. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
12.
Bree's going to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike.
There's Breeze. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, easy. Here we go, 21, 21. Check, check, check. Check, 6-6. Bullet high. It's coming this way, it's coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Watch the ship.
On the ground, Kamara down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 56 to Mike. Bravo. Check 56.
Throwing on second and long. Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruit.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On second down now, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Alert!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heat. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running with Kamara. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Let's go. Mike spot 4. Over. Mike spot 4. I'm here all day. Hey, watch it. You're good. Mike 4, ready. Good night.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill. Check 4. 5-1. Watch out. Hey, exit. Mike 54. Get him. Mike 54. Watch the run.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Coleman. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
12, fellas, here we go. Mike 22, Mike 22. Man out, man out, man out. Hey, Delta. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming.
Garoppolo gonna go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Kill. Switch. 11.
Bree's going to throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 95-56. Stop your body. Here we go. 54's Mike. Check.
Back to throw, Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Breeze to throw. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it? And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
12.
Coleman now. And maybe a measure danger of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.